Using spring bobbers when trying to hook panfish is the subject of this week's CCX ice fishing tip. Terry Tuma explains.
Spring bobbers should be in everybody's arsenal fishing for ice crappies and sunfish. The reason being is that we have and deal with some extremely light biters under certain conditions of weather and fishing pressure. Many times it can be food source changes and so forth. And yes, we all know about, jigging, about vertical jigging spoons, about tungsten and so forth, but there's a format that I generally go through starting out with aggressive, neutral, negative. And then we all know about using bobbers, especially for panfish anglers, but there's a step beyond bobbers, and that's a spring bobber. A spring bobber I feel is extremely necessary for these real light bites. Now with a spring bobber, most importantly, if that bobber just flinches, you've got to set the hook. If that bobber just does move whatsoever, you have to set the hook. And then also too, I'll take my forefinger and just tick that spring bobber like this, and that's providing some real subtle movement to that spring bobber. Also, of course, you know about jigging with your handle and so forth, but what you also can do is squeeze the handle or put your forefinger on the blank right here, and that also provides subtle movement. Another thing to remember is that when you have a bite, you need to set the hook a little bit firmer because that spring is going to give somewhat, and you need to really get a good hook. So if you got a big fish on, there's nothing wrong with hooking once, twice, or 3 times.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.